Welcome to the Business of Style podcast with me, your host, Louisa Gabriel. I'm a personal stylist and image strategist who grew a successful six-figure business, and now I'm educating and empowering other personal stylists and image professionals just like you to do the same. So please keep listening to hear the lessons I've learned and the strategies I've used along the way that are guaranteed to take your personal styling career from side hustle to six figures too. Today, we're going to talk about something that might hit a little close to home for you. Because if you're like most stylists and image consultants, there's a good chance that you're working for free and you don't even realize it. Now, I don't mean that you're volunteering your services outright. I'm talking about all the hidden ways that we give away our time, our energy, and our expertise without receiving any compensation, and how it slowly eats away at your profitability, your boundaries, and sometimes even your passion for your work. So today we're going to look at some of the most common ways stylists and image consultants unintentionally work for free, why it happens, and how you can start reclaiming your time and value. So let's dive into it. And we're going to start with a big one. Spending hours creating social media content that doesn't bring you clients. This is something that I see all the time. Stylists pouring endless efforts into their reels, their TikTok videos, outfit flat lays, doing before and afters and color analysis videos, thinking that visibility alone is going to translate to sales. But here's the truth. Visibility is only valuable when it's intentional. And if your content isn't strategically guiding people towards your offers, like your color analysis services or your styling sessions or any online programs you may have, then you're essentially working for free. You're educating, entertaining, you're inspiring, but without a path that leads back to your business, then you are working for free. So ask yourself this. Every time you go to create social media posts, to create social media content, number one, is this post helping potential clients understand how I can help them? And then the second thing is to ask, am I giving them a clear next step? This is often what is missing when you are spending time creating that content. You are missing giving whoever views the content clear directions on what they should be doing next. And if you're not doing that, if you're not giving them that clear call to action, then you're spending time that isn't tied to any type of return, and that's unpaid labor. So instead, what I want you to do is I want you to focus your efforts on content that actually converts. Share those transformations, those client stories and tips that position you as the solution to the viewer's problem, and always link back to your services. Always give that next step to encourage them to find out more and to help them connect with you and hopefully become paying clients, because turning that social media content into paying clients is what the overall goal is. It's not just to educate and give people some fun things to watch. It is to drive people to our business and get them booking our services. So remember that social media is kind of your storefront. It's not your free classroom. So avoid giving all that time into social media content creation if it's not giving you a return on your time investment. The next thing is let's talk about how you're showcasing clothes and accessories from stores that are not compensating you. Now, I'm sure you have all done this. You probably have some posts on your social media right now that have this in them. I have done it in the past. I'll definitely hold my hands up. But this one's sneaky, right? Because it feels like it's part of your job. You're showing clients where to shop, what pieces to buy, and how they can style them. But if you're tagging or promoting retailers over and over without getting any kind of affiliate income, and there's no collaboration agreement, or there's not even any client connection, then you're effectively doing unpaid advertising for those brands. And if you're doing it with big stores, so say Nordstrom, J. Crew, Zara, these businesses earn millions, okay? Probably even billions, and they can pay for advertising. So why are you giving them free advertising and not getting any kind of return for your time investment? Now, there's nothing wrong with mentioning brands, especially if it's a brand that your clients genuinely love or one that you genuinely love. But there's a difference between referencing and promoting, and you want to be clear between the two. So if your post sounds like free ads, so say these new Zara trousers are amazing, or run to H&M before this sells out, that's valuable marketing space that's not actually paying you back. So what you should do instead, first, wherever possible, use an affiliate link. And there are different programs out there that you can sign up for where you can actually earn a commission through these links. If you are using Hue and Stripe as your client management platform, this is a great way to actually use affiliate links because stylists on there get a great percentage when they do link items and people purchase them. You can also tag brands strategically, but not constantly. So if you did find something absolutely amazing and you did build an outfit around it and it was part of an educational post that you're doing, for sure, mention where that article is from. Or if somebody asks you in the comments, absolutely fine to mention where it's from, but do it strategically and don't constantly be doing it. Don't be giving away all your time to these big companies. Think about the smaller businesses within your community that you could potentially create a partnership with. This is a great alternative. Use their clothing, promote their clothing, and have some kind of agreement with them that is going to be beneficial to both of you. Definitely something that you need to think about and not give away free advertising. And then shift focus to styling principles rather than the specific items so that your audience is going to learn from you, not the store. So when you're creating a post and you've got all these lovely items from Zara or J. Crew, wherever it may be, then focus on actually educating with these items of clothing. Focus on the teaching, showing the styling principles of how you're creating this look with these items, and don't focus so much on the items themselves. And remember, your expertise is the value. It's not those pants from Zara. It's not that jacket from H&M, right? It is your expertise, and that is what you are sharing and should be promoting. The third thing, and this is another common trap that us stylists and image consultants fall into, and I'm definitely holding my hands up for this one, is answering detailed styling questions in comment sections, DMs, or even random emails that you might receive. So you've probably had someone messaging you, I'm sure, saying, hey, I'm going to a wedding next month. Any ideas of what I should wear? Or if you're doing color analysis, in the comments, they want you to give them feedback on, well, I think I have the same colors as your model. Do you think I'm a soft summer, or do you think I'm a soft autumn? What colors are going to look best on me? We've all had those messages, those comments. We've all, I'm sure, had people reaching out via email too. And because you're kind, you're helpful, and you're passionate about what you do, I'm sure that a lot of times that you respond. I have definitely done it, and I still do it. It's something I definitely struggle with at times. But that 5-minute answer often turns into a full styling consult, right? And before you know it, you've given away what should have been part of a paid session. So now I'm not saying that you shouldn't engage with your audience. Engagement is very, very important. It is crucial for building that trust, building that relationship. But there is a big difference between being approachable and being available for free advice. A great way to set boundaries is to redirect rather than respond in depth. So you could try something like, that's such a great question. It's exactly the kind of thing we go over in my personal styling sessions, and I'd love to help you with that properly. Here's the link to find out more and to book. You're still being kind to that person, but you're also training the audience to see your advice as valuable and not free. And that's very, very important. And before you start thinking, aren't I giving free advice by creating this podcast and telling you how to grow your business? Well, the answer is a resounding no. While it's true, I don't get paid directly for the episodes that I create of the Business of Style podcast, the return on my time investment is actually huge. This podcast not only works as a great marketing tool, it helps my SEO significantly. It helps me be seen as an expert and get my name out there for ChatGPT and other search engines. And it has led to so many new students for the Style Academy International and to new coaching clients. So while I am creating the episodes for free, I am getting that return on my investment, a return on my time investment. And it's a very high return, and it has a monetary conversion. And that is what you need to think about. Will it convert into money? Will it convert into growth or something useful for your business? So no, I'm not being a complete hypocrite here and with my podcast and giving you free episodes. All right, let's move on to number 4. So let's talk about your current clients. If you are working as a stylist right now and you do have clients on your list, because working for free doesn't always come from strangers on the internet. And sometimes it's the clients we already have. And sometimes this is the trickiest. And they're the ones that seem to want more for free, even though they paid for our services before. So if you've ever found yourself answering those late night texts from clients, or reviewing photos between sessions, or maybe offering ongoing advice long after your signature package has ended, this is also unpaid work. Now, the tricky part is that this often starts with good intentions. You want to deliver that amazing service, build those great relationships, and help your clients feel supported, and hopefully get them coming back for more. But without clear boundaries, clients are going to naturally keep asking, because you kind of trained them that it's okay for them to do that by responding to those late night messages or giving them that advice that when they send you an email, oh, I have an event coming up this weekend. Which outfit do you think I should go with? And they send you 2 photographs. That is training them, if you respond, to say, hey, it's okay. And I am here to give you free advice. Now, trust me, I do this, and this is something I struggle with. It is something that I probably in my image strategy business I'm much better at. But when it comes to the Style Academy International, when I have students reaching out after graduation with questions, I do have a hard time saying no. And it's something that I have to work on. So I definitely feel where you are at and understand how hard it can be. So what is the solution for you and for me? Well, it's simple. It is to set those communication boundaries up front. So when you are onboarding a client, make sure they know exactly what is included, how many sessions, what type of support they're going to receive, and when you're going to be available to respond. There are simple systems like office hours or a rule that maybe your DMs can be used for logistics only. So if somebody needs to reschedule an appointment with you, that's what they can DM you for. But be very clear about if there is going to be that additional style support outside the services that they are paying for. Setting these kind of boundaries and putting these systems into place, it protects both your time and your professionalism. So boundaries aren't about being rigid. They're about sustaining your business long term. And that's the way you need to think about it. So getting those boundaries in place right from the start is one of the most important things you can do. And if your client is wanting that ongoing support, wants to have that stylist that they can actually contact for events coming up in the future, then create a service around that. Create a stylist on call service that has specific parameters so that you're not doing it for free. They're actually paying for that service. And finally, this one's a big one. They're all kind of big, but this one's definitely a big one. And that is styling friends and family without getting anything in return. Now, for many of us, this is the way we start. We style people we know to get practice, to start building our portfolio, which is perfectly fine in the early stages. But at some point, that does need to shift. If your loved ones are still expecting your expertise for free, it's time for a conversation. You might offer them a friends and family discount or suggest a barter that benefits both of you. Something like getting testimonials from them, being able to use their photographs. This is a great exchange for the time that you are putting in with them. Or maybe you can ask them to start referring their friends and people they know to you in exchange for the services that you're giving to them. Now, I get it that it can be an awkward conversation to have with family members, and there are some family members that you are definitely not going to charge. I never charged my mom once for styling services. But I did get to use her photographs, and she shared my name with everybody she met to let them know that if they wanted styling services or color analysis services, that I was the person to go to. So think of it, it's not just about charging money, which can definitely be awkward in a relationship, but there are things that can be a benefit to you and your business, like the testimonials, the photographs, and the referrals. So definitely make sure that you are getting them and not working with family members and friends for free. But the key is to create an exchange of value, right? Because when you consistently give away your time and energy without reciprocity, it can lead to burnout and even resentment. And that's not what you want in your relationships with your family and friends or in your business. And you've worked hard to develop your skills. It is okay to expect compensation for them, even from people who know you best. So let's recap. You might be working for free without realizing it if you're, number one, creating endless social media content that doesn't convert. Number two, promoting brands and stores that are not paying you. Number three, giving away detailed advice in comments or DMs or emails. Number four, letting clients cross those communication boundaries and start getting advice from you for free. And number five, styling friends or family for free with no exchange of value. Now, none of these things make you a bad business owner, and your business is not going to fail solely based on these five things. What they mean is that you are human, that you are generous, you're passionate, and maybe you're still finding your rhythm as a style entrepreneur. But awareness is the first step to change, right? And when you start recognizing where your energy is going in your business, you can start redirecting it towards the things that actually are going to grow it and make it a success. You can redirect to things like refining your offers, creating paid resources that you can refer people to, and nurturing clients who truly value your expertise. This is going to help your business grow. So remember, your time is valuable, your advice is valuable, and you deserve to be compensated for both. That's today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I hope that it was helpful, and I will catch you next time. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Business of Style podcast, then don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll be notified when a new episode is available. And of course, if you're looking for additional training and resources to help you in your career as a personal stylist, then be sure to visit my website, styleacademyintl.com.